The world is troubled, and living ain't easy. The world is troubled. You got to believe it. The world is troubled, and living ain't easy. I said the world is troubled. You got to believe it. Cast away all evil spell. Don't play a hero, you'll end down in hell. You've got your troubles and doubt that mind. Let's work together to make things fine. Got to be sure of all things we do. Preserve our lives, be pure and true. The things we see and feel we're meant to be. It's the fulfillment of prophecy. I said the world needs trouble, and living ain't easy. I said the world is trouble. You got to believe it. The world is trouble, and living ain't easy. I said the world is trouble. You got to believe it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know right now. Ooh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow, wow, yeah. And after all these things shall come to pass, the end shall not be nailed. And after all these things shall come to pass, the end shall not be nailed. There shall be hijacking, kidnapping all over the earth. Ooh yeah. There shall be hijacking, kidnapping all over the earth. Oh yeah. A bombing and wars all over the earth. Ooh yeah. Got
Yes, a serious thing. Greetings. We're there with you. Things and times at your service. The world is trouble and living. It's not easy. So everybody I watch and I listen to what is happening in Palestine. Understanding the world that you did know or you thought you knew, you haven't known. And whether you knew it or not, this world would not be the same. Democracy is showing itself to be hypocrisy in a set of people, them hands. Right? So we're seeing international racism.
Be still. Yeah. Be still. Oh, oh, babe. Be still, my people. Be still. For the devil is rising. He wants us to do his will. By filling our hearts with anger, he wants to divide and conquer. So be still, my people, be still. There is good, there is God in the hearts of everyone. By the way that reflects, you know we should understand.
Right. So we have set the tempo or the temperature for me. And I hope that which I want to convey receive you in the proper way and clearly. Not with propaganda and not with slander, but as accurate as I possibly can by the grace of God, based on how I have been feeling, true to the observation, and also to remind our people who says what is actually taking place has nothing to do with us as African people. And I'm saying you're far removed from the reality of life, and you're basing your thoughts on separation and segregation and on some form of religious bias. But I will go there. I intend to go there in relation to this religious bias that a lot of people, especially us, not a lot of people, but that number who says it has nothing to do with African people. And then they want to cite a thing where somebody have a shop and they assume that the people them is Arabs and they're not being treated good. And you know something? From a person see somebody that's a browning, that texture, them say Arab. And the people them could all come from Mauritania. They could all come from Mauritius. Yeah. You understand? They could come from about the Mediterranean area. But just to show the kind of social prejudice and confusion that we have inside of us. And what has happened is the ugliness of human beings, us, has been shown on this earth. From the boiling pot of George Floyd and those young persons who use the modern day information technology, nothing can be hidden. And it was bravery on their part. And the world saw. They were hearing, and it's always been shown that when we don't get the right ruling in the law, we riot and we do this and we do that. But people heard and saw. And now people are hearing and seeing. But they were told that, Hamas, and terrorists, And everybody's meant to say that Hamas is a terrorist organization. They're not the legitimate government. They're not an institution. Set of people don't like them and like the fact that, they're representing themselves, representing their people, and so on and so on. So then we were told that children were killed and children were burnt up and everything. And, it was amazing. And then the first broadcast, the young lady came back and retracted what she said. And like I'm saying, I don't know what happened to that person, because if I saw that person again, I recognize that person. By the time the New York Times and CNN and everybody got to something, within 48 hours, they retracted all that. But it already did the shock treatment. And if peoples of the earth weren't paying attention, there's no way that the amount of demonstrations could have continued or could have started. And then the leading 5 countries that are of the United Nations and of this financial stuff, they want to be trying to treat people like they're ignorant. And the people have seen and heard for themselves. There's more human beings demonstrating for human rights, as in the rights of the Palestinian people and the rights for life, than there are Muslim peoples or people who have the Islamic, like myself, faith in these demonstrations. So it's not a religious bias. And this is what also is hurting a lot of them. Not the people, these governments. And then they're infringing on the young people's them life, especially the students and others, because of their demonstrations. They're continuing demonstrations. We have not heard us recognize nothing like this in our lifetime. What are these governments afraid of? Why would you threaten your own citizens? Why would you penalize your employees? Why would you threaten your future, which is your young generation that's in university? Why would you do that? And then why would you continue to tell someone you've got their back, they've got a right, and not to look with your own eyes and your sentiment and said, listen, enough is enough. And people are using the word genocide, and it's not having an effect on you, and you can see what's happening. And you know what's happening. But you refuse to pay attention. And that's what I started with here, saying, I pray that what actually aspired with the Bosnia doesn't happen here. And it's gone past Bosnia. And what is more significant here is that the ICJ and all these people are bought in, and there's so much voting have taken place in the United Nations, and nothing's happened. At least with Bosnia, by the time it actually got to United Nations and it was tabled, and then there was a vote, troops were sent in to part the people, peacekeepers. No peacekeepers are awarded to Palestine. I mean, what's happening there? And all the rules and regulations are being used, but none of them have been implemented for the Palestinian people. This is racist. What is so different? America vetoes, England abstain, nothing moves. 170 vote for ceasefire, and nothing happens. And then you go back again and again and again, and the same outcome. What is united about that gathering? Nothing. Things are not going to be the same. Read Roman history. Just before the fall, the collapse of Rome, this kind of behavior actually was taking place. But the people that Rome were beating up and controlling, they showed Rome they weren't afraid of them anymore. That's why you have this thing about crucifixion. I'm telling fiction, you know. Yo, ladies, Aisha, Marcia, Onase, yeah, love you know. Daddy, yesterday, your son, man, today, we're gonna have some fun for you. You understand? So hold this, and hold this keenly. This come from the selection of principle. Hold this. Awo! Come here, Daddy.
Why? Gotta know the truth unfold in front of their faces. Cause of Malcolm X, white men got vexed. They didn't want to see black men progress. And all along the way, black men have strayed, searching to find the way. I wanna know, how long will it be till you black men see the hidden brutality? Yes, the Malcolm X main prospect was to see all men live in unity. But now he is down in the ground. Where can the killers be found? I wanna know, how long will it be till you, my brother, see the hidden brutality? Yeah. It's been hidden from us much too long, yeah. We've gotta know the truth and fold in front of the rise.
Yeah. Yeah, daddy, me I tell you, man, I can see your face, you're smiling. Oh, gosh, man. Come here.
It's time to close the door, 'cause I don't wanna live like this anymore. It's time to...
Yo, Aisha and Marcia, what I'm doing? When I shut me out? Yo, come on. Seriously, I love when I know. Seriously. Can't stop it.
It's time to close the door, 'cause I don't wanna live like this anymore. It's time to close the door. I do love you, that's for sure. It's just so much to endure. It's time to close the door. For too long I've put up with these games. Now it's time to say goodbye before this drives me insane. I love you, but I can't let you keep on. I can't let you keep on getting the best of me. I remember when you treated me like the queen of your world, and how happy I was just to be your girl. Suddenly things began to change, and I didn't see you the same. All of this is such a shame, and so I have to say, it's time to close the door, 'cause I don't wanna live like this anymore. It's time to close the door. Time to close the door. I do love you, that's for sure. It's just so much to endure. It's time to close the door. Just one kiss from your lips and I become so weak. You made me feel like I never wanted to leave. No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't say goodbye. But now I refuse to live this life. Who would have thought?
Waka, the way you say, Marcia, you love it? I mean, you like it? So, this segment that we are going with right now, listen this.
I said I tell them already, and I will tell them again. I will tell them again. Alright. Me I go shame them, Lord of mercy. Me I go shame them.
Yes, it's the time. There's one of our elders that many of us have grew up with, are grown up with, and highly appreciated. That elder have decided, and it's been used by some other people, to throw a lot of blank shots at Muslims. And what I don't understand and appreciate from debaters is that our leaders that was dealing with human rights, civil rights, liberation, and freedom spent their lives searching for that magic touch and moment to organize us and to develop us so we can actually taste freedom. But there's a set of people that spend their time creating hate and segregation among us. And because a young generation have come and taken so much from those others and transform it, this particular individual has used Walter Williams on their platform in the US. And when he was much younger, he wouldn't have refused anyway, because that's the beatdown he was always exercising about others that's in the same quest for knowledge and excavations and so forth. And he would fire shots at them in relation to Kemet. But he was also there about this person and that person never existed, and so forth and so forth. So the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing upon him, according to him, never exists on this earth. But there was a Muhammad that come from the Mohammedisms and all of these things. So when he used to give these lectures, you know, back then, you know, more than 20 years back, it looked so authentic to a lot of people because he wasn't actually reading anything. And that's because he made the script and he rehearsed the text. But he never told his audience where he got this information. And you see, the thing is, a lot of people were not clued up because they should have been asking, what you're reading from the 5th century, what was the language? Was it in the Greek and the Latin? And can you read Greek and Latin? Any of the two? So I've got some live shots, not blanks, because I was waiting my turn that one day he would have been in an auditorium and I'd be present, or I would attend and have a private conversation with him and just put the titles on some A4 bold letters, you know, bold fonts, so it's unmissable, to then say to him, this was your source. Why did you amplify it? Because what you have been saying is not there. You added to it to be that person that we look up to say that we black people, African people, being kicked around by everybody. And you're just showing us right now that if we accept this Islam, it's another football. But it doesn't say that. What it says is that Ivan was a very spiritual person, very curious person, and he studied monophysics, not metaphysics, monophysics. And you came across Jesus and the two emperors, or somebody allowed you or helped you or got you a copy by the way of France or Germany that was translated into English. But you added. Knowing from the person that it was a very rare copy and you felt you could run with it. And you did for years. And now you're retired. You're not as old. You know, you're behind one of my aunts because she's over 100 and God continue to bless her. And you're 92. And you're not holding up. You're still repeating that record. And you're making people to think that somehow Islam is a danger to them. And the words that you've been using is offensive. And you know not Africa. Neither do you know anything about the Quran or Islam, but you make jokes about Assalamu alaikum. What gets me is this. You've never thrown aspersions to the Nation of Islam. I think because you know you would have got smack around. They would have smacked you. Yeah, you know, in your day, the FOI would have smacked you. So, Jesus and the two emperors, I hope somebody hears this and tell you, and you become honest with our people, your people. You understand? We deserve that. Just be honest with us. From your lips, not from someone else. And you do the same thing to Usher Crazy. Why? And that's how you have been from a young boy, from a youth. And as an elder, you should be setting some standards, man. There's nothing to lose, and there's so much to gain because you're aiding and supporting us, not taking us down what the young people are calling a rabbit hole. No, crab in a barrel, all that stuff, man. Messing up the young generation and creating segregation. What for? What for? And so much of us have taken you with, we have no reason not to take you serious. You have dishonored yourself. You have dishonored yourself, man. And that's why I'm trying to tell some of these brothers, you know, understand the literature that you're receiving, where it come from, when was it published, or when was it copied? Because the language of Europe was Greek and Latin. You need to know when it was translated and by whom it was translated, because the word Negro and the word black and was not used. Stop it, you people. Stop it. And it would appear that somehow We're the most poisonous people on this planet. Where whatever we come into contact with because of our complexion, we were denied access or we were undermined, undervalued. Yo, you all are going the wrong way about this. And some of you speak like somehow you were there. And then like me, I'm asking, if that be the case, what are you doing about this, our condition situation, our circumstances right now? There's no solution for all the dogma. Let us say that that's been the case, that, you know, from God created everything, right? We were undermined, undervalued, disliked, and so forth. So our arguments and everything should be with God. Because he make a mistake. Yeah, I'll tell you. Liberation. Let's go again. Yeah, we don't play games about here now. We're very serious about what we think. We make the situation, the something simple. You understand? The most thing that I've done, I've called his name, and I've called the title of the book where he's been regurgitating, but he's not being honest in relation to the book. The book doesn't say what he says. He amplified that himself to become something popular in the ghettos and confuse a lot of our people. And no one, true to respect, no one dare got up and said, listen, have you read the Quran? Or have you read the life of the Prophet? How dare you say something and you haven't read? What are you doing? There are procedures to understand and vet people who project themselves as lecturers or teachers, and a lecturer is a teacher. And if you people don't know that, that means you didn't spend no time in academia at all. You're frauds yourselves, or you like arguments. You like this combated nonsense that someone has geared you all into by you having debates. Debates. No, a debate is a person who have a particular premise, and even if it's of the same science or biology, whatever the subject is, and we do justice by the subject, by the topic. It's not between me and you. It's not a battle. It's an intellectual battle of minds and views and research. And the audience is supposed to benefit. We, the people, the African people, the children of the state, we're supposed to benefit. So if it's about mathematics based on algebra and cross science, we should benefit. And our children should benefit. We as a whole should benefit. It's not about some ego tripping. And that's what you people are so involved with. And he is a product of all that. He is the maestro of that. And at his age, he's being used now by one of those popular programs out there to continue this nonsense. And then you all bring up people that said they know something about Islam. And they're quick to say that they've been to Sudan or they were taught by Sudan and everything. And if you all knew anything about Sudanese people or Sudan, you know that's a lie too. Straight up lie. Because of the cultural characteristics of a Sudanese. And the person that says they were taught more than 5 years, if it was 5 months, you say, okay, right? They didn't nurture him. But 5 years and plus? Nah. Lying. Lying, man. Lying. Come here.
Oh, yeah. And you done is awakened, yet nothing is changed. Oh, our freedom was once taken. Don't wanna live.
And on the other side, we have there are two programs that disrespects Africans, particularly Nigerians, but Africa. And they're comparing Africa with America. There's stances that they are not Africans and Africans are savages. And they will spend 3-hour program. And when they break that program and they come back again, it'd be the same program based on dehumanizing Africa and African people. This is happening today. It's so sad. Very sad. And I don't see none of you people that are in Pan-African and everything else running up on those brothers and running them off. You all don't. So you're encouraging. You're encouraging. And most of them are in the same district, New York. I'm hanging around Harlem and so forth. Nah. You're not representing. Not representing. Them man there should be shut down. Them man there should be confronted. Huh? And one of them, anybody have eye can see that is either albino or is fully fledged mix. I'm not being racist, man. I'm telling you, you got eyes to see. You can see. He's either albino, a yellow man, or he is totally mixed.
Oh, yeah. And you done is awakened.
Yes,
yet nothing is changed. Oh, our freedom was once taken. Don't wanna live no more in chains. That's why I call a black liberation struggle. Not give up the fight, no, no. But it's a black liberation struggle. Man and man unite. Every time I open my mouth, the wicked, yeah, just trying to get me out. But it's a black liberation struggle. Now give up the fight, no, no, no. I miss a black liberation struggle. Presence and all unite. There must be some change.
Yo, and our culture is not prostitution and nastiness, you know. Our culture is rich, man, very rich. Watch it.
If you are living in a marketplace and you're no buyer or seller, you'll find yourself left in space, subject to be bought or sold. If you are living in a tenant yard and you are not the landowner, you'll get that notice from your landlord to leave sooner or later. So what you need is liberation. Everyone needs liberation. The young and old, they need liberation. Let's come together for a liberation. If you are in bondage, you are not free, you need liberation. Let's unite for a liberation. Everyone needs it. If you are dwelling on a piece of land and you are not the landowner, you can be sure that the government man is gonna label you a squatter. If you're an alien in a far country and you are treated as a stranger, you don't belong to that society. You could end up in danger. So what you need is liberation. Everyone needs liberation. The young and old, they need liberation. Let's come together for liberation. If you are in bondage, you are not free, you need liberation. Let's unite for liberation. Everyone needs it. If you are caught between church and state and you are feeling the pressure, you got to get out before it's too late, or you got to work without pleasure. And if you borrow and you can't pay, don't bother sit there and wonder. You're ready one budget.
Yes, man, we want liberation. See, we don't want the back off argument and dirty talking and lying and all them something there. Seriously, we've come of age, we have understanding. You understand? So just work with that or shut your mouth. Come here.
Gotta help our brothers one by one, two by two, in the sisters. Oh yeah, now see.
Sing.
I'm sure my days will be long and my nights won't be few. Through the visions that's in me, I can see clearly where there is gonna be peace, love and harmony, black understanding among my people. Oh yes, among my people. They're gonna jump and shout, black liberation they are.
Saying that we want. We want people them for be jolly and everything. You know what I mean? We don't want people to be all sad and disgruntled and everything. And then when we look back now, we not left nothing for our children. You understand? And we had the possibility of developing a momentum in this diaspora. And we have all these ignorant, docile people are spouting rubbish. Rubbish. And because of internet behaving and pouncing like they're scholars, you're joking. Stop it. Stop it immediately. It's disgusting. It's disrespectful. It's not honorable. We're honorable people. African people. Habashis.
That equal rights and justice stand for I and I all. So that know that all who love it, Satan kingdom must fall. I say no we here to a ball until you don't stall. Yeah. If you that you run from a problem, it never solve. I say you get involved. Then you love it alright, yeah. Then you got to love it alright. I tell you, how long they brought us down here. I was in bondage right through these years, fussing and fighting among ourselves. My God ain't sleeping, my God ain't dead, yeah. Cannot be dread, well dread. Not to dread, well dread. I said that let's not fuss and let's not fight. Let's get together and let's unite.
Tell them again. Yeah, we are dedicate this one to the big Joe, you know what I mean? Help him along the way, man. Eat our food.
Right now, we've been wonderful, surrounded by all these bubble of talent. Love man called your pops, along with great producer like Matador. The music sound of QC ever come down and be when I really play. This one called him Masigan. In a different fashion, you know. The rhythm of a day when I play, you got to obey. The song will call him Masigan, as I would say. Hey, what do you say? Him Masigan. Man, oh man, you gotta look before you leap.
Still watch this one.
Silence, you will run the deep, as I would say. Cause you know it's hard road to travel, a very long way to go. And don't you come and don't you tell me, say you never know. This bubble really come to show you so. You got to get in on the go, you know.
Man called Big Joe, man. Eat our food. Come star.
But labor for learning before you grow old. Cause learning is better than silver and gold. While the musical love has never yet been told.
Yeah, I have to come back for you because I play you out of turn. Big Joe, eat our food, man. You know what I mean? And take the medication. See it? Oh.
Now here comes another golden inspiration. This is for the young generation. Here comes great sound scan. Black Sea Rock's opportunity. Rock me there. Black stick rock will hit you in your back, so don't look back. Double tag. I Big Joe will hit you in your back with black stick rock. Heavy rock. When I tell you Jack, don't look back. Get him up, Jack. I Big Joe will hit you in your back with black stick rock. Do it to me. Leave it up, Jack. Hey. This house made out of just without machine. See, got me in the scene, we've gone clean as I would tell you. Girl, come make it till you don't make it compel you. Walk me.
Yeah, you know, all them vintage artists there, you see it? 'Cause he was an engineer also, you know. So, all the man they was found up and down on the sidewalk, you know. So there are some good people, you understand, that go around the place and look for them, pick them up, brush them down, take them to hospital and everything, you understand? Get them medically attended to and then make them eat our food, you know what I mean? straighten them out and look at their dwellings and everything. So good things are going on in small packages. You understand me? Serious thing. Why you like that, Marcia? Good things are going on in small packages. Are you too? Hey! Are you not know? That's why you're so close to me. Sing!
Some things happened to me. I found someone, you see. Oh yeah. No more lonely nights. No more ugly fights.
Yes, Marcia, that may I say to you. I may tell your father already, you know. Cha. Yeah. Warm nights, man. Come here.
I said, all the glitters is not gold. Don't let them buy your soul. All the glitters is not gold. Don't let them buy your soul. We took you in when you were young and inexperienced. With you we've had a lot of patience. Taught you things when you were so small, but now you grow, you feel you know it all. I say, you wanna see your name up in lights, but you know I put up to the struggle and fight. What time people ever used to say, you can't finish something, don't start it today. But I say all the glitters is not gold. Don't let them buy your soul. No, 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 no. Go now. Don't let them buy your soul. I said, see them a come with them big proposition. I tell you that you are go to a lot of foreign land. Left your brethren for fortune and fame. When you come home, you and you wait in shame. I say, not because you're from a different culture. You run on money like a ball-head vulture. Look how long I say we work so hard. Now me find that you are bad, and I say, all the glitters is not gold. Don't let them buy your soul. All the glitters is not gold. Don't let them buy your soul. Eh. See them a come with them big proposition. I tell you that you a go to a lot of foreign land. Left your brethren for fortune and fame. But when you come home, you and you wait in shame. I say, not because you're from a different culture, no. You run on money like a ball.
Yes, Marcia, boy, I see your face. You understand what I take place. So good, man. Keep me warm, man. Keep me warm.
All that glitter is not gold. This story is often told. All that glitter is not gold. This story is often told.
Yo, you see, Marcia is Hausa, you know. See it? Straight out of Nigeria, star. You want to see her skin. See it? You won't see it anyway. Cause you nobody's permitted to touch her. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. Straight out of Nigeria, fresh. You want to see for her skin. You understand? If you have black gold, that is it. I didn't mean that, use that, you know, Marcia. I mean, just a talk. Because it's more prestigious to say. So, don't be offended.
All that glitter is not gold. This story is often told. All that glitter is not gold. This story is often
little daddy.
Judge not a book by its cover. After reading it, you'll discover you can't go by the outward appearance. Got to know what goes on inside. All that glitter is not gold. This story is often told. All that glitter is not gold. This story is often told. At times something glitter and it's gold. Shining brass resembles, but how long will it last? You know as I do. All that glitter is not gold. This story is often told. All that glitter is not gold. Judge not a book by its cover. After reading it, you'll discover you can't go by the outward appearance. Got to know what goes on inside, baby. All that glitter is not gold. Often told.
See, so you need to understand what you think you're reading. And if you don't know who published it and when it was published and when it was translated and so forth, leave it alone. Don't go out there and distort people and then want to make people believe say that you're a great lecturer and all of these things. Nah. Plus, you couldn't read nothing from Islam. You understand? And what hurts the West has been hurting the West for hundreds of years right now, since the advent of Al-Quran, is that it doesn't have a human author. See? This is the issue. And you're not bold enough as a scholar, a researcher, to say that. That what you get to understand from the European researchers and everything, them cannot find or conclude who could be the author of the Quran. It has to be the way Muhammad said. So now you want to tell people say, that Muhammad never exists. And the Quran is based on the sacrifice of Abraham and why he didn't kill his son and everything. This is what Islam means. No, you're chatting rubbish. You have been chatting rubbish, and now you're being used again to pilot this nonsense again. I'm right behind you, Star. Your next program, I'm coming in live. You understand? The next program, I'm coming in live. Me and my son, live, and debunk you badly. And they're going to tell me, yeah, you have to respect the age. Listen, I'm dealing with what you say from your brain. Nothing to do with your physical appearance. The best thing you could do, and this is forewarning, the best thing you can do is apologize for your misinformation to the black African family. Yes, that may stand for. You see? I don't like Rufuses and roast breadfruits and hurry come-ups and all of them something there. You understand? You come into an intellectual chamber, respect academia, and project yourself in that manner. Don't undermine and undervalue us like somehow the mass proportion of us haven't been to school and we're not eloquent and we can't read and we have no understanding. Stop that, man. Stop it. You're too old for it, man. Stop it. Immediately. Yo, Daddy, this is dedicated to you, and God Almighty knows who. Come here.
All that glitter is not gold. This story is often told. All that
take things by outward appearance. Most cases you'll be wrong. All that glitter is a gold. Shining glass resembles. But how long think it?
And you know the people them don't know about the four patriarchs. You know them don't know nothing about the four patriarchs, and you don't mention it at all, right? The three queens and the two emperors. Are them cause the contraction of Constantinople gave the name Christian that became Christianity, and then they made it standard in the whole Roman region. Every precinct that Rome did occupy, they made it the official name and official. So I could tell people say that Christianity started in Africa now. And nonsense, I want to know it. Lied people. Lied people. And this is in 500. In 500. And it became standardized in 533. 533. Why don't you tell the people them about Axum? Why don't you tell the people them say the first Jerusalem was Axum? Yeah, listen, man. You don't know no geography, you don't know nothing about Africa and everything. That's why you shot Africa a box like that. Because you're disgusting. You're disgusting. Absolute disgusting. Daddy, easy. I have to deal with him. Because if you was here now, you would have boxed him.
All that glitter is not gold. These stories often told. All that glitter is not gold. These stories often told. Don't you judge a book by the cover. After reading, you discover. Can't take things by outward appearance. Most cases you'll be wrong. All that glitter is a gold. Shining glass resembles. But how long think it will last? Sometimes something glitters and it's gold. Very seldom. Resembles. How long think it will last? Sometimes something glitters and it's gold. All that glitters and gold. All that glitters and gold.
Oh, yeah, I said, Daddy, you asked me what we're doing in the record wax. Oh, is the thing supposed to go in there? And not me. Come here. Yo, this is how we beat down Babylon, you know, see? I mean, I tell you, man, use friar talk, I kick you away, I'm telling you.
Say me no like them kind of Babylon. Say me no need them kind of wicked men. For I am a righteous Rastaman, and I am a great, great man. I go beat down Babylon. I go beat down Babylon.
Yo, you can't dazzle me or fizzle me, you know. You're too important, man. Come here again.
Say me no like them kind of Babylon. Say me no need them kind of wicked
Belated birthday, father. May I tell you, man, miss you still. Come!
Now the gift of joy is eternal life, but the ways of sin is death. So the more the wicked man live, and the more I might go for. As I know everything that glitter is world, I'm dedicated to the young man.
Yeah, you know, say my father was a jeweler, you know. You understand? So you see a gold now and silver and all them something there. I mean nothing to him, you know. Him always a, what you call it, touch them, bend them, twist them, do something with them. You understand? Make the women them look good, make the man them look all right. You understand? Whether it's a ring, a brooch, you understand? A chain, you know what I mean? Earring and every something like that. Man, I tell you, see, I saw him stay, man. He has so much gold to royalty, he thinks the Africa and him are one. You understand? Yeah. Him know how to touch it and bend it and twist it and everything. See? I'm not jealous of nothing and not thief of nothing. You understand me? Yeah, man, we're proud of that. So hold your space. Come here.
Now the gift of joy is eternal life, but the ways of sin is death.
Chaplain.
So the more the wicked man live, and the more I might go for.
Do it!
As I know everything that glitter is world, I'm dedicated to the young and the old.
Oh, you mean?
Why the people they live like crab in a hole?
Tell them.
And the government with food money trading fake gold.
See it!
Say sing it to me black brother. Say sing it to me black brother. If you send your little son, go to the shop. With that $20, say come yourself in, go take up some stock. Say if him stay long, when time him come, you broke up him back. Now Toby's come from foreign, stand up one side, you must expect him face a go drop. You make me liar, neighbor, take me name, put it on light poster. But one Sunday morning, she witness start why me commit a dangerous act. So sing it up, me black brother. So sing it up, me black brother.
Mercy, Lord, Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying? We tell the truth. See? If we don't know it, we left it alone. Leave it alone. You understand me? Serious thing.
Flash it and go on, me operator. Play for me. Flash it and go on, me operator. Play it cause it's sweet. Rhythms rocking, hydrants at the control. Tamos rocker, all of them were there. Man, dance talk, not a buckle or a cock. Your motor rocking, it's crucially. Dance talk, it's crucially. Hear the dread ball out, say, flash it and go on, me operate. Do it for me, do it for me. Flash it and go on, me operate.
See, a serious thing, you know, if you understand what is being said. Yo, Marcia, Daddy tell me, say, make sure you know what is taking place, what took place when you married me. Yeah. Yeah! True confession, Marcia, me tell you.
Here in my direction, I can see your reflection. Across the street, across the way, it flows. Just like a mirror, it seems to show. Heaven, I'm praying, 'cause if it shows too long, I might not know where I am going. Oh, heaven, help me, oh, 'cause I don't want to go. Oh, baby, this is my confession to you. Oh, darling, that I want you to know.
Yo, Colonel Campbell, eat a food, man. Eat a food. I tell you, man. You know what I mean? Make it digest well enough, star. You know why? If you eat a food and then you choke. Yeah. So we are say, we're going right back here. So come here. School them. Living in the ghettos, you know. Just have to be upright. And be just. Be courteous. Be respectful. Treat every daughter like your sister. And don't undermine your brother and your cousins and your nephews. Yeah. So righteousness prevail continually. Righteousness, man. So we can liberate our minds from mental slavery. Yeah. You see, in this life, you get one knock alone, star. For surety, there's death. So it's what we do with that innings we get. You understand? Stop skylarking and telling stories, trying to be important. If you don't value yourself, that's why you try to impress people. You're supposed to value yourself from the start. What happened? We got an opportunity. We were given birth to. We were taken care of. We were fed, nurtured, and everything. And we've grown, and we're still here. So we should be giving thanks. Continually. Consistently. You understand? And treat others likewise, especially your own. Birds of a feather flock together. What do you think it is? Is it mystic? No. It's factual. It's cultured. Be honest. Be sincere. Be truthful. Speak the truth where you know what it is. Abstain from it when you don't. And then when you want to be lecturing and stuff like this, be honest. Be open. Say, yo, here what? The information that I'm giving to you is coming from some Caucasians. I've not yet gone to Africa and I cannot find any African books or literature and anything. So bear with me until such time. Yo, come on, man. I mean, that's honest, isn't it?
I saw him in the crowd.
Yo, Marcia, oh gosh, man. Yeah, hey, Marcia, you have to tell Principal thanks, you know. It's have nothing to do with me. I don't know the tune, you know what I mean? But wow, hey, so what? We're going honeymoon tonight again. I mean, you know, after, 'cause I read him like this clear. Yo, okay, music. Yo, you present something big, Joe. I'm telling you. Love it.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I featured Big Joe, you know, 'cause Big Joe need a food, Big Joe need some help, and them I get that assistance, you know. Me never know nothing about no title, nothing of the, you know, my intention is just support the brothers, them, who are, the families, them who are support Big Joe, the original engineer, an original writer, an original DJ. You understand? So now me see say that the things presented by his Big Joe rhythm and everything. Yo, mix, hey, and the rhythm wicked. I mean, very, very, very nice. Marcia, me I tell you, in trouble. You are in trouble.
Ooh, yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Rhythm, voila. Rhythm, voila, voila.
Oh, yeah. On our wedding day, I saw him in the crowd. He was standing there all by himself. Yeah. I asked you, who's he? You say that you don't know. Your best friend to life, that's Mr. Joe. Yeah. When the pastor said who wanna speak or should hold their peace, he look at you and walk away. Yeah, I'm a fool, too blind to see. You're not the one for me. You brought me pain and misery. Yeah. On our wedding day, I saw him in the crowd. He was sitting there all by himself. Yeah, I asked you, who is he? You say that you don't know. Your best friend to lie, that's Mr. Joe. Yeah.
Yo, Mr. Joe, me I tell you, man, you present a wonderful rhythm, me I tell you, man, but leave my wife alone, you know. Watch it, star. I get you arrested.
Well, I just bring you the message today to let you know that if you're looking for Jah, for God, you need to look no further but in yourself, you know, because He's always there with you. See what I'm saying? Listen, man. I say good morning birds, good morning bees, good morning to the skies and the seas. I say good morning Mr. Lewis, good morning Miss Rose, good morning to everyone. Yeah, I see Jah in you and Jah in me. You know He is in everything. When the wind it blows, the leaves they move, you feel it on your skin. And when the sun it shine all over the world, brings life to everything. You know say Jah is great and Jah is real. You know He is in everything. When I wake up I see miracles. Yeah, I see everything that's wonderful. You know, I see the bird as they fly up in the sky, so beautiful to my eyes. Listen, man. When the moon it a shine for you, listen. And when the stars beautify the skies, you gotta know that Jah is real. You gotta praise His name and give thanks every day. I see Jah in you and Jah in me.
Yes, my brother, me I tell you, man, serious thing. We're going to preview you for the next week or so, me I tell you, man. Rhythm, whole eye. sweet. Yeah, no, Marcy, I wonder what me mean by what I said. You know, yo, don't worry yourself. So, people, knowing that all this stuff about the monophysitic set of people, the other thing I have to say to really is that the people them in America that call Muslim Mohammedans and everything, it's not some other group of Muslims and things like that. No, 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 no. There's one Al-Islam and that's it. Now, the person that this man, Williams, has been trying to front is a spiritualist. And in Islam, among Muslims, we would have called him a Sufi, mean spiritual, you know? And the Europeans, especially the French and the Germans, they were deeply attracted to him, you see? And in his reign, he also, right, he took the name, one of the names, but the title, Muhammad. Now, he never said that he was the Prophet Muhammad. He never said he was a prophet. What he continued to allude to in his journey was the spiritual feelings, right, that he tried to explain his feelings, right? And a lot of that got him in a lot of trouble because, like early Christians, how them come up with the Trinity and all of that, he was stepping in that realm. Him start to say that things come to him and him see things and so forth and so forth. And the general Muslim around him and everything would not accept that from him, you know? So he had some moments in his life and in his crest that was very unhappy and unsavory because he used his skills, because he also was a poet and continued to project these sayings and so forth. But the Europeans gravitated to him a great deal. There was a body of people, or set of people in Persia, i.e. Iran, that had a lot of feelings for him. They loved him a great deal. And it started with his poetry, really, and then he took the opportunity to have readings, you know, and so on. So he was able to elaborate and go into what it was that he was feeling and so forth. So he tried to expand on spirituality. Where he went, where he feel that his body, his mind, and all these things. So again, like I'm trying to say, he would, the Europeans, especially the French and the Germans, they were fascinated, they were intrigued by him. So a lot of these, a lot of work from the French and others featured him. They spoke a great deal about him, and sometimes they mention his name, but most time they speak in terms of the fact that, and they couldn't help using his adopted name, his adopted title, Muhammad. And Mr. Williams have used that to say that that the Muhammad of the Bible never exists, and the Muhammad of the Mohammedans, the Muhammad that one should be relating to, and the Muhammad that made the Quran known and all of this, is this brother. But then he wanted to tell people that in 1919, that's when Islam was published, the Quran was published, and this kind of conversation. And a person who is well learnt, because we're told that when someone thinks so much of themselves, and that's what they're geared to do and so forth, they miss the mark. And up to now, he doesn't see how nonsensical that is. He wants to bear witness and say that the Quran came into being in 1919. Because what he's trying to say is there was no Muhammad, so forget about this Muhammad in 600. Yes, forget about this Muhammad and this Islam. But yet still, now hear the cringe, and I don't know why I've kept that so long. Mushrikun is other than Muslims. And it really refers to people who have taken God's words that was given to Abraham and Moses and so forth, and twist it, take out, subtract, and then also add. But he's given account for that word. He's used that word and says that this is in the Quran, but he's using it to say that it validates the old scriptures. So this Quran, this could only happen, as he said, in 1919, and nothing about no Muhammad, because he never existed. He never walked this earth, and so forth. Yet still he's also speaking about Medina. Now why are you trying to speak about Medina? Why you use the word Medina? Why you quote Medina? And then he says that the Mohammedans left Medina and went into Mecca and subdued the people in Mecca to follow the Mohammedans. He won't say to follow Islam, because the whole thing is to dirty up something there and to create something. But we have to ask him. That's why I said, anytime I see him come up on that brother's program, I'm going in. So Why is this man trying to create this mischief that he started 20-something years ago? And at the very tail end of his being, instead of keep his energy, keep his oxygen, huh? Or maybe that's the only book or verses he can recall, so it makes him feel relevant. Or those people who are speaking to him. I don't know. Because it's mischief. It's mischief. He mentioned the leader of Mecca, Busafian. And if Busafian was here, he would tell you that when Muhammad came into Mecca, he did not do nothing. They didn't even went back to their homes. They didn't interfere with nothing but the Kaaba. And they called the prayer, and they prayed, and they left. They did not go to their homes, those who were living there. And no persons were hurt there. What we lost was the population that was in Mecca. They rose and joined the people that came in with Muhammad. And the peoples of Medina, the bulk population were not, there was no Jew, but they were not the people of the book. They were not Bani Israel. There were Bani Israel there, and there were followers of Moses there, which are Bani Israel, and followers of Abraham, which is Bani Israel. And there were those who have seen Isa alayhi salam. There is no conflict between anybody in Mecca, in Medina. The government of Medina invited those who were here to the Prophet, and that was the second Hijrah. Is it Hijrah or migration? Huh? Migration. And the Prophet was the last one to leave Mecca and come there and went and go to Medina. The Muslims did not capture or fight to be in Medina. Where is this coming from? What's wrong with people like him is because there's so much literature. There's so much historical references and evidences for the life of the Prophet and the Sahabis. But there's nothing showing that there is some human influence or some human scholarly of the Quran. So you people are not paying attention. The Quran came from Allah. So why would you look for a scholar? Why would you look for an author? There's none. It's Allah. You would have to contact Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and say, yo, tell me, why did you send this book? But if you read it, it would tell you why I'm here. The book speaks for itself. That's why there's a lot of people that don't care for Islam that way. Because the Quran instructs you. The Quran speaks to you. And there's some people that read the Quran and say, yo, this is too much, man. This is telling me what to do, how to act, and how to react, and everything, and things that I might be thinking and so forth. They said, "Yo, this is frightening. Stars, seriously, how do you live with this?" And then we just said, "Listen, it's a way of life. What's your problem?" No book can be. I can't fathom this stuff. Nah. Right? And then when we check what they're saying, I'm humble because I'm saying, "What? I saw you take it and everything." And I said, "Well, I never see it like that, but truly it is that." And then they said, "Well, so how do you deal with that?" I said, "What do you mean, how do I deal with it? I accept it as a way of life, and I'm trying to live my life accordingly." But a book. But you see, people like that, them let the law tell them what to do and what not to do, because them go against the grain of the law, or they want to figure out that them can do whatever they want to do, and then become hostile in the law. Deal with them. Our authority, not the law, but welfare services, unemployment, and all these things. And I'm saying, yo, no matter how you look at it, we're told how to obey. And the best thing to do is stay on the right side of these structures, and everything should be cool. But where you live and your family and everything, that's what we govern. That's what we govern. I'm not going to go and try to govern the authority that's already there, set up to run society. Whatever society requires of me in relation to how I deal and act and react inside there, and exchanges and so forth, I'm going to comply. If it is going to infringe on my identity as a Muslim, I would abstain. Like usury and so forth. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't eat swine. Never did. So, try and stay within the guidelines that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is put there for us. And then work on controlling the emotions, our temper, our attitudes. So you get to the finite. But I ain't in a competition with the next man. I'm in a competition with myself, if there's a competition. And I'm going to strive, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, for the excellence. Not just pointing fingers at other people and pulling them down or trying to, and yet still I've not accomplished nothing at all myself. Nah. Right? And also, I want to have a family. So I have to be able to structuralize myself, present myself to whoever I want to be my family, to be part of me. And not just artificially impressing another family so that they will give their daughter to me in marriage. No. I have to first conduct myself in the right way, organize myself in the right way, and try to develop myself so that I have all the right ingredients to be a responsible person and develop a family Family is a big institution. If you didn't know. You know? So for us, the children of the slaves, it'd be more than convenient to be respectful and humble to our African family on the continent so that we can learn culture and we can learn mannerisms. Because that is the background and the art of us, not European. And I think that's where we get confused. Because all we've known is European education, European principles, and it's not that it's bad, but it's not us. It's not us. Doesn't resonate in our makeup. But now we know, and we've got the opportunity. Myself personally, that's where we should be spending our time, our efforts, understanding, and impart that to our children and our grandchildren. But first, we have to embrace it. And don't let people keep going on about, yo, there's 100,000 tribes and which one are you? Listen, start right there. And that's it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to have the excellence of life, just like oxygen, rain, what we call sunlight. Huh? Which of the favors of our Lord do we deny? We can't. There's so much that God Almighty has given unto us. And we are appreciative, but we don't make it seem and known so. Because not our actions and reactions will be so different. And that's not just us as African people. This is us as human beings. Yeah? So we need to examine ourselves and mature. And mature. Some of us are big babies. Some of us have learned how to mature. Some of us haven't. That's why we're big babies. We figured out how to balance ourselves so we can stand from falling down and creeping, so we can stand. Then we figure out from the mumbling how to make a sound. So we learn to talk, to speak. We learn to coordinate our hands, so we start to feed ourselves. That whole progression is an experience within itself. But are we appreciative? Yes. So why are we so negligent? Because we're not paying attention. And then we're behaving like these people that want to talk about science, this, science, that, and not realizing that it's called that because of our curiosity. Human beings. We're curious about our surroundings. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't be dismissive and start thinking that somehow we made ourselves. We haven't. We are nothing. So to be humble is what we're missing. and to be engaged in life and love life and understand the art of life is where we're not paying attention, because we spend more time being argumentative because we think that we've clocked science. Yo, which of the favors of creation, of nature, will you deny? Because I'm saying it like that because some people say dismiss God. So I'm saying, okay, you could be a naturist. So which of the favors of nature will you deny? And while you're at it, where is oxygen coming from and where's oxygen going? You put on your scientific hat and please tell us. And don't be bashful and don't be ashamed to say, I don't know. That's another thing with clever clocks or people trying to be so clever and they're lacking skills of brightness. They wouldn't say, I don't know. I don't get that. When I try and develop individuals to be basketball players, I'm always telling them that we're going to strive for perfection, but none of us is perfect. No human being is perfect, but we strive for perfection. And like me, I'm said the only perfect thing there is God Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's one of the key links I use. I'm just saying, listen, yeah. Let us strive for perfection. But none of us are and will ever be perfect. But we were created perfect. And they say, what? What are you talking? I said, of course. I mean, look, you've got a body, I've got a body, you've got eyes, I've got eyes, you've got ear, and so on and so forth. And that registers. And that's the young people. So why is it that we get so arrogant and presumptuous? Because we're in a state of an environment that's not cohesive to us. But doesn't mean we have to follow. Doesn't mean we have to follow. We can appreciate that, but we don't have to follow. Because now it comes with an attitude. And that's what's destroying. And that's what deflects us into all sorts of chaotic behaviors. If we were staying on the side that I'm speaking of, we'd be motivating each other. The affection and the harmony and the love that be exemplified would be just like, and we all, every religious person go to their temples, go to their mosques, go to the church for that type of feeling and that type of motion, that motivational tool, right? And it's not something that just happens on a Friday, happens on a Saturday, and happens on a Sunday. They go there to get it refreshed and charged up. But that is the ultimate that we all want to possess. Every human being, we want that. Now, we the children, the ancestors of the captured people called the slave, our journey is very complicated and very difficult because of the experiences that we've encountered. Our ancestors didn't know freedom because they were captured and forced to do things, and they were made into slaves, what we call slave cattle. And we've got that scar in us. Now, we know we're from Africa. So we should be trying to link spiritually with Africa and trying to drink from the African culture to satisfy our spiritual domain. Everything else will take care of itself. That's my take. Because if you take an animal from Europe, a dog, for instance, into Africa, the same way you've been treating the dog here, because it's your dog, and you maintain that same connection and treatment of that dog on the continent, the dog, the dog will fit into the continent, as per normal. The dog recognize a different environment, but the dog is happy because they can identify with you, because they know you. As time goes on, they adapt to the environment, but they still know that there's you there for them to lean on. That's an animal. What am I getting at? It's the same things apply to us. We cannot be thinking Africa with a European or American mind. We shouldn't be critical of Africa with a European or an American mind. Even critical thinking, we should not position that in our minds. We got to be humble. I'm not saying close your eyes. We've got to be humble. Then our souls will be free. And then we start tasting freedom. And joy will fill our hearts. If we really cared about Africa, we would have learned or tried or attempted to learn a language. Not an accent, not rhythms, but a language. There's so many. Or we could have visit every summer and learn how to cook, learn how to prepare a meal. Get familiarized with the eating habits. That's cultured. Get familiarized with socializing. That's cultured. It's a great deal of knowing. We're going to spend a lot of time saying, I wasted the opportunity. Not paying attention that we're here for a short stay. We will die. All of us. Not some. And there's no one that's got some secret. Yeah? No. All of us. We learn about conduct, social conduct. That's cultured. Moral and ethical behaviors. That's culture. Manners. That's culture. Expressions. That's culture. Didn't say a thing about dress wear yet. Wow. Could you imagine costuming? Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 There's some people that just think culture is just entertainment and fun. You understand? shortchanging themselves by taking from American perspective and a European perspective. And then another set of people are looking for trinkets and material assets, and that's how they see Africa. And then another set of people remember that they've seen so much about Tarzan, they see so much about wild animals and everything else, and that's in the forefront of their minds. And yet still, we're from there. Huh? But we've been disconnected. And there's some other people that are searching for an identity, so they want a name. And to do that, you have to link yourself with a tribe or a nation. Huh? And then we get a name, right? Based on our character, based on our interests, based on our mannerisms, and so on. And the people in the villages and so forth, they will look at us as their own and suggest names for us or title. By the time they tell us the meaning of that name, the smiles and everything that comes across us will be like, wow, but that's how I am. But we haven't given that opportunity to ourselves and to our families on the continent. That's culture. You want to still be Smiths and McDonald's and McDougal's. And some of us, we have no respect for our names. So when you go to a court or a prison, our name is plastered on the wall. We all make mistakes, but guess what, man? Michael and Jones and everybody else, they are plantation owners, us in the diaspora. And what does Peter means? What does Matthew mean? What is the characteristics of any of those people? What is harmonious about any of those titles, not those people, of those titles? What is moral about those titles? What is ethical about those titles? What is actually humane about any of those titles? What is the principle of those titles? We ain't got a clue. We ain't got a clue. So how rich and valuable and essential and moral is our culture? It's so rich, but yet still we neglect it. We neglect it. I want to be an American Indian. I'm a Negro American. I'm a Negro. I'm a Negroid No, I'm a Negroid American. Another one, I'm an American. I'm not no African. Yo, keep it up. Not too far distance. When they boot your backsides somewhere, then you'll be there upon this regrettable moment. Because remember, you said Palestine don't have nothing to do with this. This ethnic cleansing, there's genocide, there's a lot of things at play right there. And then the humiliation of depleting the infrastructure of the people. And the 5 leaders leading so-called powers of the earth is watching them. Because when you do that, where are you sending the people? And then last night, the place where they have as a tent city, they shoot it up and bomb it, and them say it was a mistake. What mistake? How the hell can you make a mistake when you know say that you ask the people them to go to this place, you quarantine them off in tents and this, and the UN ain't doing nothing. You know how much time this stuff has happened? But we are saying that all of that has nothing to do with us. It does. It's an atrocious behavior. And remember, everyone is watching, and they don't have guns. And we ain't got no guns and bombs. But everyone is watching what's happening there. And there's more of us to lose our lives than there are there in Palestine. And look what is happening. No one is crying out. People are crying out, but the world is not power, is not doing anything. I mean, okay, so I killed 500 people. You kill 1,000, all right. Huh? So you kill 500 more because the fact that I had the audacity to kill 1,000. All right, so we do the mass. We don't like the mass, but right, we started it. Right, they finish it, but no, they say no. We're gonna remove you from the face of this earth. Plus, you're worse than animal. Plus, Scripture tell us to do this, and that's what's happening. So that mental disease that's there, what is gonna prohibit that disease from continuing? Tell us. Tell me. What is gonna do that? What are you saying, that you can have more uranium, more coltan, more diamonds? What is it? There won't be no one on this earth that will be free or able to have some privacy, because people just look at you and say, yo, here what happened? My wife, such and such, and them just come at you. And who is this that they're doing it to? People of color. And what are we going to do? We're going to run to the rock and expect the rock to help us, right? We're going to run to the mountains, expect to help us, yes? And you're going to run to Hollywood. Stop that, man. Seriously. Serious. And assimilation. Nah. There should be no cultural assimilation. No. You understand? We need to be afraid of the healthcare system. We need to be mindful of education. We ain't owning no housing stock. We're not in the commercial, but we're in commercial in terms of music and entertainment, plain amusement. Economically in America, you're top of the top. But what is anyone doing for their communities? So it's not to say that money is not there, not that there's no economical strength, but it cannot be strength if it's not organized and if it's not being made useful to the population, or a part of the population. Because once you start something, it's going to be seen. There's always going to be a pessimist. I don't know why people don't understand that. You're always going to have people for, you're going to have people against, and you're going to have those argumentative goddamn people. And I'm always saying, we can accommodate all that, because this is where we are trained. We have been trained in the West. So we don't have to be stagnant and spend time trying to convince everybody. No. But we appreciate them the same way and make them to understand, listen here, we don't want no mutiny over here. Now, if you're not going to be positive here, go elsewhere. But we're always going to have some pessimists and everything. We decide to run a school, develop a school. We get the building, get the teacher and everything. There'll be people barking and screaming about what we're doing and what we're trying to do and why it's irregular and why it's against the norm and why we should be integrated and all that. that will happen. That's not going to stop me. It won't stop me. I will make sometimes to have symposiums and listen to these people, because sometimes in all of that there's something there that can be very useful. And maybe those same people can be helpful, but we got to be so cautious. And all I be doing is saying, listen here, can you not recognize that we're the same? Nothing too big, nothing too extravagant. We're the same. But if you want to be other than looking like us, which you do, and you don't want to associate with us and so forth, it's your prerogative. Right? Just stop trying to hinder us. We're going to have to create buffer zones for you, because we reach out to you time and time again, and this is the way you're maintaining, right? There got to be a buffer zone between us. That's it. But we be ignorant if we don't recognize or want to recognize that there'll be pessimism in everything that we attempt to do. If we open up a bank, or we say we're going to open up a bank or try to open up a bank, there'll be those who are saying that we intend to take people's money. There'll be those who are saying that we won't be trustworthy. There'll be so much because it's money. So there'll be a huge list. We'd be stupid if we don't recognize that, but that's not going to stop anything. We'll persevere and push forward. If we decide to open up a chain of supermarkets across every state in America where there's a large African population, there'll be those who will maintain going where they go. That should be understood. It is those who are dealing with the marketing and the publicities and everything and the stocking of those supermarkets that we would have to make sure they understand who they're catering for. But it shouldn't be 100% African. That's dumb. The environment that we're living within, whether it's Chicago, Detroit, wherever, is multiracial. So we provide for everything. But we have aisles that's exclusive us, isn't it? It's not saying that only black people walk down those aisles. Now, come on, please. Let's lose initiative. Yeah, we're not dumb people. And that's it. We have to be patient. We have to be persistent. And that, a lot of us, we surprise ourselves. But once we're patient and consistent, everything will just work. We have some great minds. We have some architects. We have civil engineers. We have talented people. Huh? We have talented people. And all we have to do is not just an olive branch. Huh? Embrace them, because they're ours and we're theirs. But once we are trustworthy and we're consistent, we ain't got no problem. So who's working on that? All this debating and disgusting conversations and how people want to try and challenge everything and don't say I don't know, right? And I'm willing to know and so forth and so forth. We'll get somewhere. But people behaving like juvenile delinquents, we ain't going nowhere. We're not leaving our example and projecting our examples for our children, because the communication doesn't exist. It's garbage. We're adults. We're not juveniles. And we should act and react like adults, mature adults. Stop calling women B words and calling one another Negro words and all that. Yo, my brother, what's up? How you doing? How's the family? You understand? Don't go get hot-headed and start talking about F. No, that doesn't cut, man. But then when you come up against a Caucasian now, you've got the best vocabulary, the best form of communication, the most decent graphic communication and vocabulary there is. What kind of mind is that? That's being displayed there. One that showing us that you're subservient to the slave master still, and you're pretending to be an African using the word Pan-African or using the word African-American and so forth and so forth. That's ignorance, and you're lying to yourselves. Lying. The people who have caused us the problem, you're so hospitable and so courteous, and you got the best form and character and display of communication with them. How disrespectful that is to us. You don't see that. You don't look at their women and call them all these derogatory words. You don't. You call us, our women, our mothers, those words. Why? You don't have no respect for ourselves. No one is telling you because you want to sit in there online and let the world who's looking in hear this. And that's how juvenile delinquents you all are. Because you get so caught up. You seem to forget that it is the World Wide Web. And anybody just looking around will see it. They would hear it. You think they're adoring us? They're saying, if that's the way they deal with themselves, why should we try to be humble to them? Why should we be courteous to them? Why? They behave like hogs. Treat them like hogs. Treat them the same. But you don't see it like that. You don't see it like that. And then you don't know the power that we have. The real power that we have using this network thing. So much power. So I don't know how men have developed their manhood. Is it pride of sex? I thought it was about responsibility as a man. Leaving being a boy, being a man. Accepting principles, ethical and moral behaviors. I don't know. Dad, I'm proud, man. My father, man, I'm proud. May God have mercy on your soul. You know what I mean? I didn't forget. It's just that I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way, and the wrong way was that I thought it was today, so it was yesterday. So you know what I mean. So we have to say guidance, you know. Dennis Brown and Jerusalem were gone. Guidance.
By the look on your face, girl, you're my enemy, girl. By the look on your face, girl, you're my enemy, girl. Remember that Friday night when you stole
Marcia, you see me, I tell you, I come after you, hey, don't even try run from me, I tell you, I come after you, sweet baby. Come here.
Of each shall stand within thy gates, O Jerusalem, O Jerusalem, such holy place, O Jerusalem, such holy place, O Jerusalem. For my brethren and companions' sake, I say peace be within thee. Brothers, please, I know the Lord will bless our souls, and He will never, never, never leave us alone. Jerusalem, He is built as a city that is compact together. Oh, Jerusalem, such holy place. Oh, Jerusalem, such holy place. Oh, Jerusalem, beautiful place. For my brethren and companions' sake, I say peace be within thee. Brothers, please, I know the Lord will bless our souls, and He will never, never, never leave us alone. Jerusalem is built as a city that is compact together. Oh, Jerusalem, such holy place. Oh, Jerusalem, I'm going there one day. Oh, Jerusalem.
Yes, man, I tell you, serious thing. So, Marcia, yeah, man, come here. Listen.
You are me sister, yeah, we are you brother. God loves us all, ooh, let's love each other. Come, we go reason now. Come, 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 we go reason now. Come, we go walk and talk. Come, we go reason now. No fussing or fighting, we're going forward. We are no warrior, but we are conqueror. Come, we go reason now. Come, we go reason now.
Yes, you see me? I have a whole heap of Rasta friend, Rasta brethren and Rasta sister, right? So that we know one in a long time. Them don't come about me and burn the eye shants and everything. Nah. Them respect my position and my situation, and I respect theirs. Simple. We eat one another food. Yo, we prepare for one another. Simple things. We reason about everything in our life. You understand? Because we are all Africans. See? So we have a commonality of appreciation and respect for ourselves. See? I have Asian friends, Asian brothers and sisters. I may have Asian friend that them are Hindu or Sikhs or whatever, have nothing to do with me. But the ones that me call my brothers, myself and them pray together. Sometimes them lead, sometimes I lead. Sometimes there's somebody like me I lead and everything. You understand? We have humane qualities. Me not look for them to think that they're going around the corner and call me some name. Nah, star. I raised them kind of nonsense from my brain. Huh? You understand? Chacha Pitel, Anwar, McDool, and everything. Me have some China bread jeans. Me I'm the Chinese history. Me have pure China bread jeans. Wing Chong and Chong Ching. Yes, man. Right? I'm my brethren. My people from Malaysia. My brothers in Islam and sisters and Indonesia. You know? Yeah. You understand? But we have enough Habashi, African brothers and sisters and families from the continent, star. And me want more. Much more before me left this earth. You understand? Yes. And all those people, I don't have no cold shoulder and all kind of thing. 'Cause all of them, except the Indonesian, I have slept in their house, being taken care of and everything. Yes. You understand? Yes, except Indonesians. That's the only place that I have not slept among. Enough for them dwellings and everything. You know? And the others, I never entrapped them to do that. It just happened. You know what I mean? We're having a jolly good time and we've gone out and them show me this and show me that and fed me that. You know what I mean? And sometimes me so greedy, me eat and then me too full. You understand? And the people them say, listen, it'd be easy for you just to stay here. Especially the Muslims, and then get up in the morning, inshallah, and we pray and everything, and then you leave, right? More time them ask me if I was driving, them ask me for the key for the car, and them go and park the car in one of them parking space in the area where they reside or where they're renting or whatever. Hospitality to the maximum, star. You know what I mean? And my African brothers and sisters, it's a lot of reading, lot of connecting, lot of things about habits and courtesies and everything. Everything, man. Wonderful. Right? When them come by me now, they want to hear some music, they want to hear this, and they don't want Bob Marley. They say, we don't want the regular run. Come on. You know what I mean? You must got some secret stash of music somewhere. Them is the one we want to hear. You know what I mean? And things like that. Right? You know? And, yeah. When it's a nice day and it's a big African family, we're gone out somewhere, and usually I navigate Kojo to go, right? So we can go to one park where they got some hoops and everything, and we carry the ball. Right? So we play some basketball, and then we have food and everything, and then we put the thing down. We have picnic and everything. The ladies cook enough things, star. And there's so much different foods, man. You understand? The Caribbean flavors with the Nigerians and the Africans and the Zimbabwean flavors and the Gambian flavors and everything. Lovely, star. Lovely. You understand? And when the elders them come, it's story time. Story time, star. What? Understand? People them bring some bricks and everything. Next thing you know, them a roast corn and everything. Yo, I life that. You understand? Because we want to reconnect with ourselves. Stop playing games, man. You understand? Right? So where was I? I was supposed to be taking you somewhere where it's quite rough, and then we're gone. Economics. Come here.
Do you hear the crying? Everybody is boiling. Economical crisis. The world is seeking air. Say what's right and do whatever you.
Do anyone of you know the chain of events? Well, it goes like this, and you usually in theological practices, that's how it works. Let's say there were three of us that said the same thing, doing the same thing, yeah, in different places. You understand? And all we have to do is be consistent. So if all of us is saying our father, and so forth, in 3 different districts, that would take a president at some stage, not very long. Huh? And when 1 and 2 persons start talk, this one I got say that them hear this, and that one I got say them hear this, and what they're saying is that they heard this, our father, blah blah blah, and before you know it, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people I say the same thing, right? And many of you should understand how fashion works, right, and so forth, right? So you know something about marketing and styles and everything, right? So with us as Pan-Africans or us as liberators wanting to go back to Africa and do good, and I want to build our communities and everything, all we have to do is intellectually join spiritual forces, right? We have one common slang, and all of us either start or in with that slang. You understand? And we present and represent that in festive time and so forth. And then you see it just takes the place. It become a huge wave. Huh? Now that's how we market communication. That's how we market communication. So now we call a summit. Huh? Various bodies are going to be presenting something, and we have this big auditorium, whether it's the Detroit Pistons Arena, or whether it's Brooklyn Arena, or wherever, the hugest park or something, and we do this thing there, and we have all these guests, these presenters of different things, and show how we're functioning and what we need, our needs are, and so forth. You see how quick that tech shop, that hey, yo, quick shopping. You understand? And you know that brutality, right, is top of the agenda. You know that housing is top of the agenda. You understand? You know that marketing is top of the agenda. You know that education is top of the agenda. And we don't dismiss those things. And the main thing is we want people to conduct themselves in the right way, because we want our legal apparatus here to be representing us. To be representing us. But if we're going to have rogue people doing fictitious stupidness, right, we would not be doing good there. So we be amplifying righteousness, but we also be showing people that we have representation around about us. But we have to exemplify good character, good mannerisms in society, right? And we're responsible for each other. Yes, a person don't see something happening there and walk away and pretend they're blind and become dismissive. Yo, use your phone and call our solicitor. Call our legal team and take all the relevant information from that scene and don't leave there until our representation turn up. That's it. Each one teach one, and we're meant to be our brothers and sisters keepers. In 1 year, a great deal would happen, be accomplished in 1 year. And then we send a task force, you hear that word? Task force into Africa. Where? Checking out the universities and colleges. Yes, because we want to be able to send a young delegates into Africa to go to school. That's what we want to do. That's one of the top priorities. That's what we want to do. But who's saying this? Then you're going like, where's the money coming from? From us. What's your problem? And some of you may not have passports. Why? Because you're American, You don't go nowhere. The closest you go is a big screen TV. So start getting some passports. Help each other to apply for passport. You're an African American citizen and you want to be able to travel to Africa. Yes. You understand? So we are deal with the thing. So now we are leaving, we are go Palestine. Guidance, we're gone.
Palestine's been occupied for decades, but a home for centuries. This land is generations of my family's memories. To plant, grow, and nurture the symbol of peace. The olive trees guaranteed that our people could eat. Living with limitations, pushed down by the occupation. Wanna see the pain? Take a look at the people's faces. Imagine being kicked out of the only house you ever known. We're praying for our souls while they're preying on our homes. It's not easy to put this into words. Looking at my baby sister, is this something she deserves? Growing up in a world where she's not treated the same. Denied the right to live free because of where she came. They wanna occupy this land, won't let them occupy my mind. I stay occupied aside as I write about my life. Because my only mission is to make people listen. This one's for Sheikh Jarrah, hoping it can make a difference. Cause the same thing happened in 48. My grandparents got evicted and forced to move away to the refugee camp in Gaza. No, nothing has changed. They can never return, so that's where I am today. Getting calls from cousins to see if I am alive. This year is not fireworks that are lighting the sky. We're trying to celebrate an Eid and keep the faith. I guess you could say it's how memories are made. Palestine. Palestine's been occupied for decades, but a home for centuries. This land is generations of my family's memories. To plant, grow, and nurture the symbol of peace. The olive trees guaranteed that our people could eat. Living with limitations, pushed down by the occupation. Wanna see the pain? Take a look at the people's faces. Imagine being kicked out of the only house you ever known. We're praying for our souls while they're preying on our homes. It's not easy to put this into words. Looking at my baby sister, is this something she deserves? Growing up in a world where she's not treated the same. Denied the right to live free because of where she came. They wanna occupy this land, won't let them occupy my mind. I stay occupied aside as I write about my life. Because my only mission is to make people listen. This one's for Sheikh Jarrah, hoping it can make a difference. Cause the same thing happened in 48. My grandparents got evicted and forced to move away to the refugee camp in Gaza. No, nothing has changed. They can never return, so that's where I am today. Getting calls from cousins to see if I am alive. This year is not fireworks that are lighting the sky. We're trying to celebrate an Eid and keep the faith. I guess you could say it's how memories are made. Palestine. Palestine's been occupied for decades, but a home for centuries. This land is generations of my family's memories.